Translation. Again, there are those who, although not conversant in spiritual knowledge, begin to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing about him from others. Because of their tendency to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death.
So, again, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is stressing on the point how to avoid death. This is the whole scheme of Vedic knowledge. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha dosana darsana. But people have no knowledge. They have become just like animals. Animals, you take them to the slaughterhouse, they cannot do anything. They are becoming slaughtered. So, people at the present moment, they are also being slaughtered by the laws of nature. But they do not know, and the animals do not know how to protect. They do not know. The animal thinks that what can be done? I must be slaughtered. So, the present civilization also given to the laws of nature, being carried away by the waves of nature and subjected to the repetition of birth, death, old age and disease. No scientist can stop it. But still they are very much proud of advancement. They do not know the real problem and how to solve it, but still they are very much proud. Actual problem is this. So even they do not know, they can hear. Just we are opening centers all over the world. Why? Just to give them the chance to hear. To hear. If people only come to these centers of spiritual knowledge, Krishna consciousness movement, here the Bhagwat Geeta, as it is, without any so-called scholastic interpretation, or rascal, as it is, then they also can derive the benefit, so much so that they can also stop their repetition of birth, death and old age. It is so nice thing. Anne means general public, not very important men. Anne tu evam ajananta. They do not know because they are like animals. What is khetra? Krishna is discussing in this chapter what is khetra, what is khetraka, what is knowledge, what is knowable, what is prakriti, what is purush. Who is studying all these things? There is no institution, no school, college, university to study this. They have medical college. Khetra means this body. Idam sariram khetram natya vidhiyate. So they have little knowledge about this anatomical, physiological condition of this body, but they do not know the khetra gun. Khetra gun they do not know. They may know something, but Krishna says, khetra khetra gayo jnanam jad jnanam tad ganam matam mama. Unless you know the kshetra and kshetra ga, both, then your knowledge is imperfect. The medical man, a very experienced medical man, attending a man on the deathbed, oxygen, gas, injection, everything is supplied. But the man dies, and when he dies, the medical man says, we cannot say what has happened. We have tried our best, with the modern medical appliances, but we do not know what is happening. Therefore, their knowledge is imperfect. They cannot say. They do not know that there is the soul, Kshetra of God, who has now left this body. Therefore, it is nothing but a lump of matter. Then Purusha, Prakriti. Prakriti is this material nature. Purusha, the living entity. The inferior Purusha and the superior Purusha, Anumanta, Upadrashta, the super soul, is overlooking the activities of the Jiva soul, and according to his karma, he is giving a different type of body, Kshetra, again he is working, again he is creating another situation. This vast knowledge is unknown to the modern educational department. But here it is in the Bhagwat Gita, they can take advantage of it. But the fools and rascals will not take advantage. They will remain like animals in the ignorance, like cats and dogs. That is their business. So anyway, how to enlighten these cats and dogs? That is described here by Krishna. Anne. Anne tu evam ajananta. There are people, cats and dogs. I am not speaking cats and dogs. The Shastra says. The Shastra says, Jasyatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatra dishu bhauma ijjati jat tirtha buddhi salilena karhiche janeshu aviggeshu saeva gokhara. Go means cow and khara means ass. Anyone who is in this bodily concept of life, I am this, I am Indian, I am American, I am Brahmin, I am Shudra, I am fat, I am thin, I am white, I am black, I am male, I am female. So many bodily concepts of life. The Shastra says all of them are no better than the cows and the asses. Saeva gokhara, jasyatma buddhi. This body is a bag made of three dhatu, kapha, pitta, vayu, or a bag of flesh and blood and bones. I am not this. Aham brahmasmi. I am spirit soul. That is knowledge. But people have no such knowledge. Therefore they are called, according to Shastra, go khara. Go means cow, animal, and khara means ass. Saeva go khara. Jasyatma buddhi. So generally, people, at least at the modern age, they do not know. They have no information. Big professor. I have several times repeatedly spoken to you that one professor, Kotovsky in Moscow, he says he is a big man of Indology. And he said, Swamiji, after this body is annihilated, there is nothing, everything is finished. This is their knowledge. Go khara, all go khara. We take immediately that here is another go khara, cow or ass, although he is posing himself as a big professor of Indology. Go khara. And the Bhagavad Gita also says, Anne, all common men. One who does not know. Anne tu evam ajananta. They do not know what is this body, what is the occupier of the body, what is the Purusha, what is the Uttama Purusha, or the Purusha Uttama, or what is the field of activities, what is this Prakriti, nature, how it is working. They do not know anything. Saeva Gokhara. So for the Gokharas, these two-handed and two hands, two legs Gokharas, for them this Krishna consciousness movement is being pushed on. So that the Gokharas may kindly come and hear Bhagavad Gita and see how the deity is being worshipped, how Krishna is recognized as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by seeing only, by sitting only, by hearing only, they will come. This is the chance. It is not idol worship, nonsensical. It is worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, personality. But one has to learn the art and the science about it. Therefore, we are opening all over the world different centers so that these Gokharas can take advantage of this movement. Otherwise, why in this old age? What is the use of fighting with Mr. Nan and take this land? Because we are anxious to open centers, people, the Gokhara people may come and take advantage. That is our mission. We don't want that they remain Gokharas and lose the chance of this human body. That is, our mission is very big. The best welfare, other welfare activities, they keep them as Gokhara and promises all sorts of big promises. No, we do not say. Our mission is to enlighten him that he is not this body, he is spirit soul, there is super soul, both the soul and the super soul living in this body. The super soul is observing and the living entity is working according to his work, he is getting the result, a different type of body. In this way, repeatedly he is taking birth and repeatedly he is dying. So one has to stop this repetition of birth and death. That is the purpose of life. That is the purpose. But they do not know how to stop this repetition. Neither they do know. The death can be avoided. And the Shastra says, Guru na sasyat, sajano na sasyat, pita na sasyat, in this way. Namo chayaja samupeta mrityum. A guru should not become a guru. A father should not become a father. A mother should not become a mother. Nobody should become relatives, kinsmen. If one cannot save his son, his disciple, his friend from the imminent danger of birth and death, the society should be like that. Everyone should be eager to save his friend, to save his son, to save his disciple from the imminent danger of birth and death. But they have no, neither they do know how to stop it, neither they are interested. But that is the real problem. How to stop. Janma mittu jara vyadhi dukkha dosani dasam. So here Krishna said, Annetu ajananta, sutva, simply by hearing. If you hear from a realized person, of course, interestedly, seriously, then you can get benefit. Sutva. Sutya annebhya upasate. Just like it is very natural. Just like these children, they do not understand. Or the children's father, anyone, they do not understand. But if they come here and simply hear, the children, they are also chanting Hare Krishna, they are offering obeisances, they are offering a lamp, they are playing some instrument. All these things will never go in vain. It is being accounted. This is called Ajnata Sukriti. By doing this repeatedly, one day becomes a great devotee. It doesn't require studying all the Vedic literature. Simply if one is accustomed to this practice of devotional service and hears the vibration, Hare Krishna mantra, simply by hearing, it is said, Sutta annebha upasate. These are the upasana. You know or do not know, when you offer an obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is immediately taken to your credit. Oh, this living entity has now offered some respect. Immediately. It is so nice. And then by hearing, therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was discussing with Ramananda Rai about this process of advancing in spiritual life, so Ramananda Rai first proposed Varnashram Dharma, Varnashram Charavata Purushena Parapuma, Vishnu Aradhate Pumsa, Nanna Tattva. The Varnashram system, Vedic system, that is the beginning of human life. Those who are not in the jurisdiction of Varna and Ashram, 4 Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and 4 Ashram, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Panam, one who does not follow this principle, they are not considered as human beings. They are animals. Go for it. So, real human life begins accepting these principles of Varna Ashram. So, Ramananda Rai proposed that actual human life, because human life is meant for realization of God, that is the only necessity, not to increase a type of civilization, how instead of eating simple things, how you can eat beef. That is not advancement of civilization. That is animalism. Ahara nidra bhaya vaithunancha. Samannam etat pasu. What is that advancement? If flesh is eaten by tigers, dogs. So if you have learned how to eat flesh, does it mean that you advance in civilization? It is the business of tigers and dogs. The dog civilization. So they are interested in advancing dog civilization, cat civilization, tiger civilization. Not human civilization. Human civilization is Varnashram Charavata Purushena Parapama Vishnu Aradhate Pumsa Nanat Tattva. Nate Vidu Sartha Gatim Hi Vishnu. The human civilization is how to advance to and understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. Nate Vidu. These rascals they do not know. Durasaya Je Bahirarthamanina. These rascals are interested to adjust things materially. That's all. Durasaya. It is called Durasaya, which hope will never be fulfilled. That's what is called Durasaya. The Bahirarthamanina, external energy. Andha jatha andhairupaniyamanā stepi satantra urudam nibadha. Andha, blind leaders, they are leading other blind men. They do not know. They are under the stringent laws of material nature, what their program will make will be. Just like see, so many plants are being made, but the result is rice is selling at 6 rupees kilo. This is the result. The poor man, they are making so many plants, increasing wealth, material comfort, but the poor man is still poor man. As I several times told, 50 years ago when I came to Bombay, I saw there are persons care of footpath, still they are under care of footpath. So you cannot improve in that way. But you can improve the position of the living entities by giving them this knowledge, this Krishna consciousness knowledge. What I am, what is this material world or this nature, why I am suffering. The Bhagwat says therefore, tasyaiva heta prajateta kovida nalabhate jad bhamatam uparajata. You had many lives. Bahunam janmanavante. You had many species of life. But what you could not get in those lives, you can get it now. Manusam, dullabham manusam janma, tadapi, arthadam. In this human formal life, you can make the solution of the problems of this janma mrityu jara vyadhi. Therefore Krishna says, Tepi. Tepi means those who are sincere and seriously hearing about this Krishna consciousness message. Tepi. Simply by sitting down. You haven't got to study Sanskrit. By becoming a Sanskrit scholar, that is good, but it is not necessary also. Simply you have to hear the message. Tepi cha otitaranti, transcend. Cha, they also, simply by hearing. So as I told you, Ramananda Raya, the discussion between Ramananda Raya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ramananda Raya proposed different steps of spiritual advancement, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, this is good, but this is external, it is not very effective. Even Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Bhaja, that also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, it is also not effective. It is not effective for these gokharas. Otherwise it is effective, but in the beginning they cannot. Now otherwise in the Bhagwat Gita it is plainly said, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam, who is taking it? Nobody is taking it. Therefore it is not effective for the gokharas. It is effective for one who is actually human being. But they are not human beings. They are all rascals, gokharas. Therefore it is not effective. If you instruct a dog, my dear dog, please surrender to Krishna. Will he do that? So similarly, human being who does not surrender, he is no better than the dog. What is the difference between dog and this human being, gokharas? The cats and dogs, they cannot do it. And if you human being, they cannot do also. Then what is the difference? Ahara nidra bhaya maitanancha samannam etat pasmi narana. Simply eating, sleeping, sex life and defending. These are common things of the cats and dogs and the human being. The human being is specially benefited when he surrenders to Krishna. Otherwise he is cat and dog. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew that these cats and dogs, they are so degraded, they cannot understand what is the meaning of surrendering to Krishna. They cannot understand. Therefore he said, Iho bajha age kaho. This is external. Please speak more, something effective. So when Ramananda Raya said, Jnane priyasam mudupasanamanta, this is a statement given by Brahma. Jnane priyasam mudupasanamanta eva sanamukharitang vartang bhavadiya vartang sthane sthita sutigatang tanuvang manovi je prayasa ajitopi jitapasi taisti lakya. When he proposed this verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yes, this is nice. This is nice. What is that meaning? That Jnane prayasam mudupasa. Because you are no better than animal. So what is the value of your speculative knowledge? Jnane prayasam. Don't endeavor in the speculative way. Jnana prayasam udapasa. Give it up. Namantara. Just become number. Humble. Humble and meek. Lord Jesus Christ also says, the kingdom of God is for the humble and meek. The namanta eva sarmukharitang bhavadiyo vartang. Just try to hear the message of God from realized soul. Sarmukharitang bhavadiyo. Simply hear. Then, sthane sthita, you remain in your position. It doesn't matter what you are. You remain in a sthane sthita sutigatang tanumang manovi. Kindly give oral reception to the words, authoritative words of Bhagwat Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, like that. Then God is called Ajito. Nobody can conquer. Krishna, another name is Ajito. He becomes Jito, conquer, simply by hearing from him. Sthane sthita sutigatang tanuvang manovi. There are many such verses in Bhagavad also. Sinnatang Sakata Krishna Punna Savana Kirtana Riddantasya Avadrani Vidhunati Suhitsata. When you begin to hear about Krishna, Sinnatang Sakata Krishna, so Krishna is within your heart. He immediately becomes alert. Oh, this man, this human being is now hearing Sinnatang Punna Savana Kirtana. If you simply hear, if you do not understand what it is being spoken, that's like the children. They do not understand anything, but they are hearing. They are sitting, they are hearing. Or some woman, they do not understand, I am speaking in English, but because they are hearing, it is Punna Savana Kirtana. They are acquiring piety. This is called Ajnata Sukriti. Piety acquired without knowledge. Ajnata Sukriti. Punna Savana Kirtana. Sinnathang Sakata Krishna Punna Savana Kirtana. Savana Kirtana. One is hearing and one is chanting. Both of them becoming pious. Punna Savana Kirtana. Riddham Tastal. And the more you become pious in this way, all the dirty things within your heart will be clean. Cheta Darpanamala. Therefore Krishna here says, Tepi cha atitaranti eva mrittum. He can also conquer over mrittu. What to conquer over mrittu? He can conquer over Ajita, who is never conquered by anyone. Ajitobi, jitopasi. So these things are there. We should take advantage of the Shastras, Vedic knowledge. It is India's property. Everything was cultivated in India. But because Andhadatham Dhairupaniyamana, our rascal leaders, they are leading these andhas, they are not interested. They are not interested. They are now interested how to eat beef and drink wine. Very horrible condition of India. Those who are responsible persons, they should take note of it and try to spread Krishna consciousness movement as far as possible. That will be beneficial for all the people in general and the preachers. This is our movement. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.